Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Flavine. If this is your first time on my channel, hi. So I'm a Cameroonian international student based in Belgium. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys the possible questions, that is the written part and the oral part, that you'll be asked when you're going through your visa application. Okay, anything that has to do with, the possible questions that they may ask you, anything that they want to know that you have to write, or when you're doing their orals, I'm going to be breaking down everything. Okay, now if you haven't watched my video, the video I did on how I got my visa in 4 weeks, I'm going to link it up here in the iCard. Go and watch that video so that you are aware of all the documents needed, step-by-step guide, where to go, where not to go, what to put together, and all that good stuff. Okay, so in that video I made mention of the fact that I'll be telling you guys the possible questions that you will be asked in your first stage. Okay, the first stage of your visa application. So that is what we are going to be doing today. So just sit tight and enjoy this video. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so from the intro, I did my it's like with these kind of topics, I tend to write a lot and I tend to do a lot of research. I don't go look at, I have been writing, hey God. I've been writing, drawing everything, putting everything together, because I really don't want you guys, to miss out on this, and I want you guys to know this as detailed as possible. Okay, now normally the question sheet, let me do a little recap. When you're doing your visa application, I always say the first step, if you're in my country, Cameroon, the first step is for you to go to Viabel. Viabel, that was formerly known as Campus Belgique. That is where you take all your original documents, go to with 80,000 francs, and then when you submit, when you pay, they're going to give you a VEB number, which I said in the last video. And then after your VEB number, now it's time for you to write. This written part is very important, because this is where they start assessing you. This is where the embassy now is aware of what you're going to do, where you're going to, and all that good stuff. So you have to be very careful with this stage, because this stage has the power to consider if they're giving you a visa or not. You can't be going to this school and you write that school, or your school starts this date and you write that date. Okay, you have to be very careful at this stage. So I'm going to be giving you guys all the questions, and the questions normally come in like 9 pages or 10 pages, so it depends on what you get. Okay, things change every year. So the first page is more like, this is the first page info, let me read it. It's more like your personal info. Okay, they're just asking you personal information. They want to know more about you. So you see your name, and I know that a lot of people get confused with this prenom, nom, given names, family names. You need to write it the way it is on your ID card. Okay, so master the way it is on your ID card. You need to give your address, your email, your date of birth, etc. And now, one of the most important, when I say important, I mean important, they are going out to your school info. We are still on the first page. Your school info, they're going to ask you the name of your school. In my case, I'll write Vrije University of Brussels. Okay, official address. You need to know the address of your school. I cannot forget the address of my school, Plain Land 2. I cannot continue the other one. Yes, but you need to know the address. If you don't know the address, your admission letter always comes with the address written underneath it. Okay, master the address of your school. Don't joke with that. Oh, master the address of your school. Then they say the program that you're going to do. So in my case, I'm going to say masters in management. Okay, the next one is program duration. So how long is your program? Program start date. You need to know when your school starts. My school starts on the 20th of September 2021, so you should know when your program starts. The deadline of registration, if you look on your admission letter, there's always a deadline of registration, so you should know, because they are asking the deadline of registration so that they know whether you are on time, or they should just tell you that mama, come next year, you're already late. You understand? So the deadline of registration is very, very important. All of this information are always in front. I'm going to put my whole admission letter here on the screen for you guys to see. Okay, all of this information about your school is always on your admission letter. You don't even need to check the school website. It's always on your admission letter, and it's very important. So the next one that they're going to ask is briefly explain what the program is all about. Of course, if you're going to do any program, you should know what it is all about, right? For example, mine, which is management. Management is a course where they take other people from different how can I even put it? They take mostly people with the social sciences to give them a little, who have no background in management, to help them with some management skills. I don't know how I can put it, but that is just, I'm just trying to make you understand that the program that you're going to do, you should be able to know what the program is all about, okay? And if you don't really know, I'm sure this definition or this brief explanation is always like on the website, like whatever you're registering is always there. So let's go to page 2. When you turn over to page 2, you're going to see secondary school info. Here now they're going to be asking you about your secondary school info. And let's start. Since I'm going to do masters, the most important secondary school info that is always needed is your advanced level, okay? So they're going to ask you the year that you got your advanced level. What did you obtain? You write at GC advanced level, Cameroon GC advanced level. Now they're going to put a table asking you to state every educational certificate you've obtained after your advanced level. So they're going to put like a table. They're going to put the year, the name of the school, what certificate. So from me, my advanced level, if you've gotten any other information, any other thing after your advanced level. So I had my advanced level. The next one that I'm going to, if for example you have HND before degree, before PhD, anything, okay, they're going to give you a table for you to arrange it. So you put the year, the name of the school, and the certificate that you got, okay? That is going to be in page 2. So we're moving on to page 3, which is like the professional experience table, okay? This is where they're going to ask you, they're also going to put a table, they're going to put the year, the name of the company, and the position. So they're going to ask you now, okay, any professional experience. And now mind you, when you're filling this table, you need to make sure that you have a backup. If you said in 2017, I worked with Dangote, hope you have like a letter from Dangote proving that yes, you worked with them from 2017 to this time, okay? Or you say that from this time to this time I volunteered with this organization. Let there be a small letter. Make sure that the organization gives you a small letter proving that you worked with them, because all of these things that you are writing down need to be the same with the documents that you'll be presenting. You cannot say that, oh, maybe I had my first degree in 2019 and you're giving a certificate that shows that you had your first degree in 2018. You understand? So you need to master your certificates. When you're leaving the house, just check if you graduated in 2017. You said that from 2017 to 2018 I worked with these people. There's a document to prove. 2018 to 2019 or 2018 to 2020 I worked with these people, and there's a document to prove that, okay? So let what you write go along with the documents that you have. Don't write something that you cannot prove. You understand? Yes. And so if you're saying that, it's like, for example, me now, I said 2020 to 2021 I had my businesses, and if you listen to the other video, I said very well that my business is not yet registered. So I had pictures, proofs, things that shows that, okay, this business is actually operational, and it is what I'm actually doing in 2020 and 2021. You understand? Okay, yes. So now we go to page 3, and oh, we are still in page 3. In your opinion, does your studies planned in Belgium have a link with your professional experience? Yes or no? If you take yes, oh yeah, explain. If you take no, explain. So now we go to page 4. And this has to do with your studies in Belgium, okay? Now, this particular part of studies in Belgium is always divided into 3 parts, okay? For people who have to do entrance exam, for people who have any preparatory exam, then for people who now have a program that they've already been accepted in. So there's always this part that says entrance exam for undergraduate university studies, okay? There are some children that, since I'm doing masters, this part had nothing to do with me. I had to skip this page. They say only answer here if you've submitted a certificate of registration for the exam admission to undergraduate university studies in support of your studies, in support of your visa application. So if you are going for undergraduate studies and maybe you have any entrance exam, this is the part where you need to fill. They're going to ask you who organizes this exam. You should be able to tell them who organizes the school. If it's a school, write the name of the school. If it's any outsourced organization, write the name of the anybody that is organizing the exam. That is what you're going to write. They're going to ask what date does the exam take place. Of course, you should know when your exam takes place. What is the purpose of the exam? How many subjects do you need to present? English, mathematics, biology, chemistry, history, geography, physical language. Among these, what are the compulsory subjects? When you're going to write all of these things, I'm very sure in my mind that you already know what you're going to do, right? For which subjects will you present an in-depth test? All of this you understand if you're going in for a test, okay? So you need to study all of this. If you pass this exam, what opportunities do you have? In case of failure, what are your intentions? In case you fail this exam, what are your intentions? This is where I may have to butt in a little bit. Whenever they ask you that, in case of failure, what are your intentions? Make them to understand that if you can write the GCE and maybe have your 11 papers, your 9 papers in just 1 year, you are very much capable to write any exam and pass, okay? Make them to understand that you get sense. Make them to understand that you know what you are doing. Yes. So we are going to page 5. Okay. Yes, page 5. Now, and this one is preparatory year for higher education. Okay. There are some courses that you want to, get into that you need to write a preparatory exam. This is different from a preparatory course. I'm saying this because in my own course, which is management, I have preparatory courses. So what I'm trying to say is that it's different from a preparatory exam. Preparatory exam, you need to first of all write it before they now decide if they will give you the course. But no, mine, they've given me the admission has been granted already. But I just have preparatory courses that need to prepare me for management because, mind you, I did the journalism in my undergraduate studies, okay? So they're just trying to make sure that I get the base. That's the purpose of a preparatory course. But in this one, it's a preparatory year for higher education. You only answer this section if you submitted any certificate of registration for a year preparatory to higher education in support of your visa application for studies. Now, they're going to be asking you, which section are you enrolled in? What is the purpose of this preparatory year? So people have like a year where they prepare, you understand? Of the following proposals, check the one that seems to best suit your situation. I myself searched for info on higher education opportunities in Belgium, and I felt that a preparatory year is needed to upgrade myself. Or you can also say, I enrolled in a preparatory year on the advice of a teacher, student, or other. It depends on who gave you all of that. Then the other one says the preparatory year is mandatory to enroll in higher studies I have chosen. Then the other one is the preparatory year, or the other one is I don't know, I didn't do the steps personally. Please never take this part, okay? Don't always give them the idea that you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then why do you think they need to give you a visa? Okay, never take this option. So the next one is, how is this preparatory year organized? Number of courses, hourly volume, duration. You alone know what the preparatory year is all about, okay? You are in the best position to tell them because I didn't have any preparatory year. So the next one is a diploma awarded at the end of the preparatory year? They're going to put yes or no. You choose. At the end of this first year, which educational institution do you intend to attend / apply for registration in which section? So they're just trying to ask that when you pass this preparatory year, which school do you want to go to? What is the name of the course and all that good stuff, okay? You are in the best position to tell them. So let's move on to page 6, which is higher education, which is for people who want to do masters and all that good stuff. So you will only answer the following questions if you have submitted a certificate of registration or admission in higher education in support of your study visa application. The registration procedure relates to what type of higher education that you want to go. They have number 1, university higher education. Number 2, non-university higher education. Number 3, higher artistic education. Number 4, social promotion education. The last one, higher education that is specialized, and the next one is a PhD. So since I am going for a master's, I took university higher education. That is the one that I am going to do. The next question is the chosen training a complement or specialization to your previous studies? This is where the tricky questions now. Since I did journalism and mass communication and I'm going to do masters, they are just simply asking me, is this masters that I'm going to do, does it complement, or is I'm specializing, or what? Your best, you alone know what you did in your for example, you did political science in your undergraduate studies, and now you want to go and do this one. You want to go and do, let's say, management now. Does it complement, or you're specializing? You tell us. So demonstrate the link between the studies planned in Belgium and the one you followed previously. So if you say that yes, it complements, tell us how it complements your studies that you did in your undergraduate level and the one that you want to do now. If you say that it doesn't complement your specializing, still tell us how it is, you know, how you're specializing, how it is that how does it affect the last one that you did in your undergraduate studies and this one now. The next one that they're going to be asking you is, describe your complete study project in Belgium, specifying the important points of the program, of the course, of the chosen training, the prospects for future studies, as well as your career aspirations. Also specify your alternatives in case of failure in the training. Now they're saying that describe your complete study program project. You alone know how this program is. You best know. For example, let me use my management course. Okay, my management course is 1 year. It has a preparatory program, it has few courses, and then it has the thesis. So I am in the right position to say that, okay, I'm going to school, I'm going to start from the first semester. I have my preparatory courses, and along the first semester I may choose to add normal courses, and then later on I have different courses in like the next semester, and then I end up with my thesis. So that is basically it. Maybe from this all of these, you know, they ask different questions like specifying the important points of the program, of the courses, the chosen training, the prospects of future studies, as well as your career aspirations. Okay, me, I did not have so much career aspiration. I kept telling them that I have businesses, I need to get the required management skills to come back and build my business. Okay, those were my aspirations. And now they said, also specify your alternatives in case of failure in the training. Consider. I keep telling you, anywhere they ask you that, what's your alternative if you failed, or what do you plan to do if you failed, just cuckoo tell them that if me, I could do my undergraduate studies in 3 years and came out with a 3.24 GPA without failing any course, without having any receipt, without doing anything, I am very well capable to go a year, do this program, and come back to my country. I hope you understand. Tell them that you cannot fail. Give them 1 point to shut them up that you cannot fail. Let's go to the next point, and this has to do with language skills. Okay, this is the next page. What is your current language knowledge? I speak English. What's your mother tongue? I speak English. Or is there any other thing for mother tongue? Because I remember writing just English. What language is the studies you took in that country? It's English. What other languages do you know, and in what ways? I speak French. That is all. That is the other language I know. Now complete the table below indicating your level of knowledge. Now they have French, Dutch, German, English, because those are some of the languages that they speak here in Belgium. So they're going to ask you French. How do you speak French? If it's good, very good, elementary, you let us know. How do you write French? How do you read French? How do you understand French? They're going to ask you for Dutch. How do you speak, write, read, understand? English, speak, write, read, understand. Others you specify. So you just have to fill the table in line with what you know that you can speak. Okay. The next point is, do you feel that you have sufficient command of the language in which the planned studies are taught? They're asking me, do I think that I have sufficient command of the language? Do I think that I know a lot of English? Of course, the course is going to be in English. Of course, I speak English. So, yes, I'm going to take yes. There's yes or no. You take yes. If not, what do you intend to do to remedy this situation? Okay, let me say for people that are coming from, let me say you're coming from Germany, or you're coming from a country that they speak French, purely French, okay? You don't know any English and you want to go and do management. What do you think to remedy the situation since you speak French? Okay, maybe you may tell them that you will take extra classes, you learn online, or you can prove to them with a document proving that, oh, I did IELTS. Oh, in this case, I even wrote that, yes, I know English really well. And when they asked me to explain, I told them that I have English proficiency. I have IELTS, which I had a really good score. If you have maybe TOEFL or anything, tell them that they can check your TOEFL certificate or your IELTS certificate, proving to them that you know how to speak that language, even though it is not your first language. You understand? Yeah, you get the point. So let's go to the next page, which is your professional outlook. They say, what are the opportunities offered by the diploma you will obtain at the end of your studies in Belgium? Now, since I like to use my my own course. Okay, since I'm going to do management, what are some of the opportunities that management offer? A lot of them, managerial positions, so many things. Okay, at the end of the day, you just need to know some of the job opportunities or whatever it is, that if you're going to do medicine, maybe you want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse, it all depends on you. Just state some of them. Okay, they're going to give you spaces for you to state some of the things that you think that your course that you're going to do is going to benefit you in the future. I can even put business. Okay, it helps me to be an entrepreneur, all of those good stuff. Now explain what your projects are at the professional level. Okay, what do you want to do? I don't have too many projects. The only thing that I have in mind is that I am coming in Belgium for 1 year to gain the right managerial skills, go back to Cameroon and develop my 2 businesses. That is all I have as projects. I don't have too many things in mind. Okay, if maybe you have other projects in your head, like maybe I want to come back and work in this place or in that place, now you know. What professions would you like to practice? Explain the relationship between this profession and the planned higher education in Belgium. Okay, like I said, I kept telling them that I want to come back to Cameroon to build my businesses, and now they're asking me, how does these 2 things move hand? How do they even, what can I say? What is the relationship? Okay, if I'm going to learn management, the skills that I'm going to learn, definitely they are going to help me, in managing my 2 businesses. I will need all the skills needed on how to communicate with people, how to do this. A manager has so many things. Okay, and in management, they're going to be teaching us finance, so it's going to better help me, to calculate finance, profits, all that good stuff. So it must match. You understand? It must match. So what I'm going to do actually has a good relationship with all my future plans. Okay, yeah. What are the sectors of activities that attract you? Have you ever searched for info about these sectors? I have never searched for info about these sectors. Okay, sectors that attract me are mostly things that have to do with business, that have to do with marketing, finance, all that good stuff. Okay, what are the sectors of this activity that attracts you? The only thing that they attract me is that they give me the right skills that I need in order for me to build my future empire. Full stop. You don't have to write too much. Just hit the nail on the head. Would you like to work at the end of your studies? They're asking me if I would like to work at the end of my studies here in Belgium. No. Never give them the idea that you want to work, or never give anybody an idea that, oh, I want to come and work here, or I want to come and remain here. You understand? Tell them that I kept saying no. I need to come back to Cameroon to build my 2 businesses. That's why I told you guys in the last video that I capitalized on my 2 businesses. They were like my strong points. So let's go to the next page, which says your financial coverage of your study. This is a very important page. Okay, they always tell people that if time cuts you short, okay, always make sure that you answer the first and the last pages. The first pages which has to do with your personal information and your school, and the last pages which have to do with your financial information. Okay, 2 very important, because answering these questions, they don't give you time. Oh, you need to be very fast when answering this question. You need to, because before you know it, they say you have 5 minutes. It's like an exam. It's like they give you 30 minutes. That's all for almost 10 pages, and you need some there, and there are some things that you really need to explain. Okay, anyway, let's get to this. How will you ensure the financial coverage of your stay in Belgium? I told them I have somebody to assist me. Do you have a guarantor? Yes, a guarantor is, do you have anybody to support you? Of course you do. If you don't have anybody, make sure that you are able to prove that you have money in the bank, or you're able to prove something to let them that looks convincing. Oh, family or other relationship? I said family. Profession of your guarantor, you should be now. Let's come now to all the people that want to do affidavit of support and all that good stuff. This is where affidavit of support information comes in. If somebody is doing you affidavit of support, please, in the name of God, make sure that you know all the information about that person. Make sure that ask the person information. The day before I was going for this thing, okay, I called my uncle and I was asking him questions and writing down. Oh, you need to know his name. You need to know where he works. You need to, anyway, let's look at this. Profession of your guarantor, you need to know what he does for a living, because in the affidavit of support, his profession is going to be there. Imagine you write something here, and then at VFS, when you're giving the affidavit of support, they see something else. They're just going to be like, this one is not serious. You understand? So they are going to now put a table. They say they specify the guarantor's family situation. You should be able to know if your guarantor has children, how many children are dependent on him, okay? Country of residence of your guarantor. Now, the person who is helping me out lives in Belgium. Does he have kids? Yes, he has children. Are they all dependent on him? Yes, they are dependent on him. Is he married? Yes, he is married, but his wife is not dependent on him. You need to know all these little info. Ask questions, so ask questions, because there will be a time where you need to write these things. I hope that this mic is not disturbing, Sha. I just hope so. The next thing is, will you stay with your guarantor? Yes or no? Yes. For my case, yes. I live with my guarantor. Okay. If not, where will you stay? This is where accommodation comes in. If you are able to secure an accommodation, maybe with a school hostel, let them know that, okay, I'm going to be living at the school hostel. Or if not, if you already secure an accommodation elsewhere, tell them I'm going to be living in Brussels and this place or that place. It all depends on you. Do you have family members or acquaintances who reside in Belgium? If yes, what connection do they have with you and what are the activities in Belgium? It is a no. I not get any other family except for my guarantor, okay? Don't ask me any further questions like that. Then you're going to see, you know, date, you sign, yes, all those. I certify that I'm the one who wrote this in good health and all that good stuff, okay? So that's it. But now, before we close, I have other questions, okay? Other questions that may just pop up, because while coming out with this question, I realized that there were some questions that were not there, so I had to write them out, okay? Some other very specific questions that you must always see. So the first one is, describe how you will get to school from Brussels airport, okay? I called my uncle. I said, uncle, if I drop at Brussels airport, where they go to next? Please let me know. And then he explained to me that, hey, you drop here, you take a bus, you drop there, you drop there. Ask them, because they may ask you this question to be sure that you will know your way around, okay? The next question is, how did you know about your program? Google search. That's how I knew about my program. What is the link between your university studies and your program? I've answered that question there already, okay? How is it that the first thing that you did in your undergraduate studies, how is it related to this or that one? The next one is, how long will you be in Belgium? It depends on your program. If your program is 1 year, you say 1 year. If your program is 2 years, you say 2 years. If it's 3 years, it's 3 years. How capable are you for the task of studying in Belgium? Oh my God. Tell them that you are very capable. Like I say, always hammer on the fact that if you could do your undergraduate in maybe 3 years or 4 years without failing, without this, and you graduated with good grades, you are very capable to do anything, okay? Nothing is more than you. Yes. The next one is, state some courses you study at the university. When I was going, I knew all the courses. If they've given you admission, go to the school website, open the course that you're going to do, read all the courses. I read my courses. I knew my preparation courses, I knew my real courses, I knew my thesis. Like, I knew them from their codes to the names. I knew some of the professors that were going to teach. I prepare. Oh, it is an exam. You need to prepare. So you should be able to know some of them, because they will ask you these things. So they asked me some of the courses that I was going to do. They are going to ask you. So you should be able to know the courses that you're going to do. The next one is, how long will you... Okay, no, I've said that already. State some courses you study at the university. Your former university. What are some... You should be able to know some of the courses that you did in your undergraduate studies. I know some of my GMC courses, so I wrote them down. The next one is, briefly explain what the program is all about. I'm sure we've answered that question there already. I said, for example, management, it's helping people from other social sciences courses to have a background in management and all that good stuff, okay? Say some job opportunities you have in Belgium, in your country, after your study in Belgium. They are going to ask you some of the job opportunities that you think that if you go back to Cameroon, what are some of the opportunities that you can have with that degree? Of course, whatever it is that you are doing, you should be able to know some of the job opportunities and where you want to work, okay? The next one is, present your study plan. I'm sure I said that already, where I said for my case, I said that maybe I have preparation courses, I have normal courses, and then I came to my thesis and just other plans that falls under my study plans. what are you going to study? I'm sure we answered that already. Why did you choose that program? Why did you choose that program? Very important question. Of all the programs in the world, why did you choose management? Or why did you choose physics? Why did you choose math? Why did you choose medical science? Why did you choose that particular course? Okay, you should be able to defend yourself. As for me, I have businesses. I need all the managerial skills. I need all the skills needed to run a successful business. Full stop. It was that easy. So let us know why you chose that course. Next one is, in case you fail in the first year, what will you do? Of course, I've told you guys what to say when you fail, right? Comment down below what your answer will be if they ask you if you fail. Should in case you fail, okay? Comment down below what you will say. Let me see people that have been paying attention in class. The next one is name of your guarantor, which I said already. What motivated you to continue your study in Belgium? The questions are coming now. What motivated you to continue your studies in Belgium? Why did you not continue it in Cameroon? Why did you not continue in Nigeria? Why did you not continue it in your country? Why did you choose to continue your study in Belgium? Belgium is the center of it all. It's the center of Europe. This is where everything happens, okay? It is the household of giant firms. It's the household of all European firms. Everything. I don't even, Google will give you points. Why you choose Belgium? Google will give you points, okay? Why didn't you choose France, Germany? Why did you choose Belgium? Why didn't you go to France? Why did you go to Germany? Why didn't you go to Estonia? Why didn't you go to other countries? Why did you choose Belgium? Let us know. Why didn't you continue your studies in Cameroon? They are going to ask you that. Why didn't you continue your studies? If you so badly wanted to continue studies, why didn't you continue it in Cameroon? Or why didn't you continue it in your country? As for me, if I can remember some of the things that I wrote, I said I wanted to experience something new. I wanted to experience new professors. I am very aware of the fact that, you know, professors here abroad, especially here in Belgium, are more qualified. They have the right knowledge, and I believe that they are going to treat me, they are going to teach me something new and better, okay? I feel like, and I also hammered on the point that I want to get more practical knowledge. I feel like the universities in Cameroon do a lot of theory more than practical. I also said for the fact that I need to, you know, connect with other people in line with my business. Since it's a business and I have future plans of making it an empire, you know, I want to come here and connect with people that will be of great help for my business in future. It all depends on what you want to write to why you left Cameroon, but those are some of my points. Even I wrote a lot of things, but I cannot really remember, but those are some of them, okay? And the next one is, how much is your studies? You should know how much your studies cost, okay? Is it 3,000 euros, 1,000 euros, 4,000 euros? It all depends on you. What are some companies you have in mind to work with after your studies? I said that if should in case I kept saying I don't have any company in mind because I have plans of coming to start my own business. But I also said that should in case I have to work elsewhere, I have companies like Dangote. I'm sure I wrote Dangote and one other company like that I would love to work with. What are you doing presently? While in Cameroon, I told them I was doing my business, nothing else. And I had proof to show that it is my business. I was doing my 2 businesses and I had a YouTube channel, which led me live my journalistic dreams, okay? Like it or not, this YouTube channel is more like, the journalism that I did in school is not dying. So yes, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Those are some of the questions, okay? If you have any other questions, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below, okay? I hope that I was able to answer all of your questions. I hope that I was able to, you know, hit some of the things the way they are. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, if you know you learned one thing or the other, comment down below. And also, before you click out, don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, like, comment, share, and maybe the next video that we're going to be doing, or just comment down below any other immigration videos that, especially that has to do with Belgium, that you want me to talk about, okay? And I'm always here to talk about them. So until I see you in my next video, bye. Mwah.